Hello, thank you for joining me. This is in our week 3 series of exercises in AutoCAD, and this one is going to be on stairs. More specifically, it's a stair elevation. And there's a couple things we need to talk about in regard to the stairs before we get started with this, and that is determining what some of the basic elements of a stair would be. What we're looking at here with this design is we're designing what the 2x12 is going to look like and how it gets cut in order to accommodate the elements of the stair. And there's two major elements of a stair that need to be talked about, and that is the tread and the riser. The tread is like those small incremental floor units in a way. You might think of going from one floor to another, let's say from floor 1 to floor 2, whereas the riser is the distance between one tread and another. And the risers need to be consistent. You can't have a short riser in the bottom or the top, and they can't vary in the middle, of course. Otherwise, it becomes a tripping hazard. It's just good common sense to build this right. So what you need to do in order to get started in this is you have to come up with some sort of way to determine what the riser height is going to be, so it divides equally between floor 1 and floor 2. So what I've done is I've come up with an Excel spreadsheet that kind of has some of the formulas laid out here. So I have my feet in units. I have my units in feet and in inches. So let's say the distance between the first floor and the second floor is 8 foot 11 1/4 inches. I would have a total of 107.25 inches. So this is kind of an additive cell, a formula cell that takes in consideration 8 feet plus 11.25 feet times 12, and put those together, and it gives me inch units. You know what it is? I took the desired number of risers, and the desire here with this program, with this short little Excel thing, is to make sure that my tread's no more than 7 inches tall, and it's typical. I've seen them as high as 7.5 inches, depending on local zoning regulations, but it's common to have treads no more than about 7 inches. So what you want to do is you want to take your risers and put in a value of risers, just a regular cell. You can put any value in there if you like. But you want to make sure that when you do this, that this cell, which takes this number and divides it by this number, it takes the total number of inches and divides it by the risers desired, that you have something that's just a little bit below 7 inches, 7 inches or less. So it's kind of an iterative process. I put in 17 inches, put in 16 inches. 16 inches seems to work out pretty well, although that's kind of a weird fraction. And you can change around your, if desired, if the distance between one floor and another does change, you can make those changes in here too. These are cells that could be put together. So I believe in this example we have 8 feet 11 inches between one floor and another, so we're going to go ahead and put that value in here. And if we do put in 16 risers desired, we come up with a figure of less than 7 inches, which comes out to be 6 and I believe 11/16 inches. And these other items over here just kind of verify our values in here. We have fractions of that, how it divides into 16th inch units, so we know that it's going to be 11/16 simply by taking this number and multiplying by 16, and then coming up back with the decimal equivalent to make sure that this equals that. You know, that sort of thing, and then some more double checking figures and other things. But yeah, come together with an Excel spreadsheet. That's a fairly easy thing to do, to get something like this together. And once you get your values determined, then you can begin to make your stairs in an AutoCAD format. So let's go ahead and close this. We're not going to save that for now. But we do know what our riser height is going to be, and that is going to be 6 and 11/16 inches. Tread depth, let's go ahead and make that 11 inches. We'll put a 1 inch nosing on it. And just to stick with dimensional lumber types, we're going to make the tread height, the thickness of the board that's going to represent that tread, maybe a 2x12 would be a good item for that. We're going to make that 1.5 inches. So we're going to continue us on with the next video.